YouTube, what is going on today, everybody? Welcome aboard. Drunk Pilot here. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are here for our second leg going from San Antonio back up to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport. Flight time is going to be 2 hours and 19 minutes. It's looking a little foggy here in Tejas. So, cruising at 35,000 feet. And like I said, we are on leg 2 of a pilot's life, and we're going to try and earn some money. So let's go ahead and do that. I have yet to get my first paycheck, but I've gotten a couple of hours in and I'm still at 100%. So let's go ahead and take a look at our logbook. No, not logbook, at our schedule. Like I said, we are going Swift's 117 from San Antonio to Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. And departure time is optional. So, and we are in the PMDG 738, of course. So, we've got her loaded. Let's go ahead and hop on into her. And hit my battery. Apply our external power. Let her get a little warmed up. And let me turn my volume down on my music. Tell my co-pilot here. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
All right. So verify a couple of things. Thrust levers are idle. Parking brake is set. Speed brake's up. Flaps up. Landing gear lever is down. Okay. And turn on our logo lights. And we can set the mood here. Looks like our METAR altimeter 3043, 080 at 5, 10 statute miles, temperature of 4. We can verify that. And request data. And departure 3043 checked. Okay. I got this new program that has the buttons on the Stream Deck, but it's looking like a nothing worked. It's telling me to not run as administrator. I can't do that, dude. You know how much that would change stuff? I don't like that. I do not like that. Just go ahead and upload stuff. I'm going to toy around with it here in a minute. 22873.
Ground cockpit. Go ahead. Hi there, just to let you know that we started fueling the aircraft. We'll let you know as soon as it's completed. Roger. Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Fueling.
9558.
Roger.
Stop it!
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
160.6. Okay. Request ATC clearance.
Good afternoon.
Swift Flight 117 with information. Victor, gate 21, request clearance.
517. Is that the gate? With the numbers.
SWQ 117, cleared runway 13 left, 86 clearance to KCVG via vectors departure runway 13 left to CHURN and then as filed. Climb to 1000. Expect flight level 350 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 128.05. Squawk 6106. Altimeter 30.43.
Cleared to Cincinnati via the 13 left departure to vectors. 11,000, expect flight level 350 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 128.05, squawk 6106, altimeter 3043, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ 117. Readback correct. Contact
I know that
ground
wasn't a
control
very good readback,
121.9.
but I'll take it. 121.9er, Swift Flight 117. SWQ 17 13 left. Activate, execute. You freeze up on me? Might still be loading up. We're aligning 7.1. Cost index 66. 350. Let's see if our performance is going to work today. Ooh, what?
SWQ 117, Squawk 6106.
Transponder to 6106, Swift Flight 117. Ain't no way I'm going out of 13 left, bro.
SWQ 117, contact clearance on 126.7.
126.7, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ 117, cleared runway 13 right, 86 clearance to KCVG, via vectors departure runway 13 right to CHURN, and then as filed, climb to 12,000, expect flight level 350 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 128.05, squawk 6106, altimeter 30.43.
Cleared to Cincinnati via vector departure, runway 13 right to CHURN, flight level 110, expect 350 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 128.05, squawk 6106, altimeter 3043, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ 117, read back correct, contact ground control on 121.9.
121.9, Swift Flight 117.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board this self-loading cargo service. Please place your large
I don't
bags
know.
into the overhead locker wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 291, altimeter 3042.
Heading 291. Altimeter 3042. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Alright. Got a pretty short runway today.
Hi guys, here's
We're gonna go laps 10. Thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
You too. One 160. Be a pretty short pushback today. Request pushback and start clearance.
Ground 117. Requesting pushback and start clearance. Okay, cleared to push and start. 117.
Before start checklist.
Stand by.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now.
We got a door light here.
Once the beacon light is switched on, we'll contact you.
Sure you do.
Roger.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
V2160, heading 128, altitude 11,000.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground.
V2160, heading 128, altitude 11,000 feet.
Plus yourselves, of course.
Takeoff speeds.
Thank you.
V1.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
All
Hang
right,
on.
You can close the doors
Let's start
whenever
this
you're ready.
pushback.
Okay, I'll let the crew know, and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
V1145, VR145, V2152.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and zero.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Nice. Turn number 2.
Start an engine.
Don't worry about that guy. Oh, now you want to move.
Oil pressure. Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Turn number 1.
Start an engine 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention.
Swiftlight 117, request startup and pushback.
A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace. Brace. There are 2 emergency exits.
Startup and pushback approved. Swiftlight 117.
Small lighting will guide you to an exit.
Laps 10.
Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin
Pull
baggage
left.
on board. Your seatbelt
Pull
is
right.
fastened, adjusted,
Neutral.
and released as shown.
Pull up.
It must be fastened.
Pull down.
Signs are on, and we recommend that you
Neutral.
fasten
Rudder.
times. If the air supply fails, masks
Pull
will
left.
drop from above you.
Pull right. Neutral.
Pull a mask towards you to
Try
start.
that elevator again.
Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap and pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask. before
Flight controls check complete.
If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your
Starter
seat.
cutout.
Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist. Click together and pull the strap.
Number
to
1
adjust.
stable.
Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
Swift Flight 117, request taxi.
Inflate by pulling the toggle.
SW
Before taxi checklist.
Taxi 5 Golf Delta to runway 13
There is
right.
a light and whistle for a traffic.
Via Golf, Delta, runway 13, right. Swift Flight 117.
Your tray table must now be stowed. Unlock down. Window
What?
glass open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight and thank you for flying with self-loading cargo.
The captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign if you haven't already done so.
Before taxi checklist.
Stand by.
Departure. For those passengers seated in a designated exit row, you may be called upon to open that exit in the event of an emergency. Please refer to the safety briefing card of the exit row information card located in the seatbelt pocket to ensure you meet the exit row criteria and understand the information. After carefully reviewing this card, if you believe you could be injured and not wish to or cannot perform the functions listed, please notify a flight attendant. At this time, we also request that you store your electronic devices until we are above 10,000 feet.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generator on. Probe on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Why'd you put my flaps up, you idiot? Jesus. Can't rely on him for nothing. Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Good afternoon. 117. Ready to taxi.
He's trying to get us killed.
Cleared to taxi. 117.
Clear left.
Clear right.
You just ensure that my FS Flights is running. That's where I shake my money maker. Looks good.
Hello?
Hi, Captain. Everyone's seated and secured.
SWQ117. Contact tower on 119.8.
Before takeoff checklist. 119.8, Swift Flight 117.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 10, green light.
Stabilizer.
Swift Flight 117, runway 13, right, ready for departure. 4.9 units.
Sierra, Whiskey, Quebec, 117, 9 up runway, 13, right.
Request takeoff clearance. Lining up, runway 13, right. Swift Flight 117.
Approaching.
Cleared for departure.
3,
117.
Runway entry procedure.
Okay. Cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
On runway.
Sierra Whiskey Quebec 117.
Right.
Wind 080 at 5. Runway 13 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 13 right. Swift flight 117. Takeoff. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thrust set.
Airspeed alive.
80 knots. V1, rotate.
V2. Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
400 feet.
Sierra Whiskey Quebec 117. Contact departure on 128.05.
128.05. Swift flight 117. Swift flight 117 climbing 11,000.
SWQ 117. Maintain present heading. Climb to 12,000.
Heading 095, climbing 12,000. Swift flight 117.
SWQ 117. Turn left. Heading 095.
Left turn heading 095. Swift flight 117. Mm-hmm. 095.
SWQ 117. Turn left. Heading 055.
Heading 055. Swift flight 117.
Cabin crew, you're free to move around the cabin.
Laps up.
SWQ 117. Continue on navigation.
Proceeding as filed. Swift flight 117.
SWQ 117. Continue on navigation.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Oh, I hope I don't lose points for going over the speed limit. And turn on LNAV. I only went about 5 knots above, so I'm not hugely worried about it. Actually, I am pretty worried about it.
SWQ 117. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
Toilets are located.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Swift flight 117.
Not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes. In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar.
SWQ 117. Establish and maintain heading up
Most major
055.
debit or credit cards.
Heading 055, swift light 117.
Then just ask us as we
Autopilot
join
on.
you in the cabin shortly.
Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in the transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
SWQ-117. Establish and maintain heading of 055.
Heading 055, swift light 117. That wing is looking marvelous. Marvelous.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
SWQ-117. Contact Houston on 120.6.
120.6, swift light 117. I'm not going to contact them. They're crazy. .5 on the takeoff. Runway alignment. Man. I thought my alignment was okay. 13.2 feet to the left. Man. Oh well, 99.5. That's okay. That's okay. Transition set standard. Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 184.
Let's go ahead and bump our altitude.
Now.
All the way up to 350. 350. And we are ready to set it and forget it.
Houston Center, American 2233.
Oh, now my stream deck wants to work.
2233 identified.
Now you want to work, huh? Isn't that interesting? Ow! I'm messing with this Stream Deck stuff. It's pretty awesome. If you can look at my DUs, like I'm adjusting my brightness right now. I think it's my inboard DU. It's my outboard DU brightness. Why isn't my inboard DU brightness? There it goes. Look at that! Isn't that so cool? That's all through a Stream Deck. And you can do, if you guys don't have a Stream Deck or an app, it's pretty cool. Transponders on. Of course, my weather radar is inoperable right now. Let's look at my autopilot. Heading. Shows my heading of 55 right there. I can adjust it. It looks like it doesn't do the holds though. It only does one click. Which is unfortunate. Fire, we don't have any. Okay. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna just leave that though. Don't really need to mess with anything right now. And I suppose I'll see you guys in about an hour and a half. So enjoy the sunset. My camera's still. Alrighty, guys. We are back.
Just to let you know, we will be starting our in-flight drink service in a few moments.
We are going to begin our descent because we need to be at flight level 210 at Epcot. Looks like our weather is looking all right on the way in. I'll go ahead and get some lighting.
Good evening once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed,
Upper to
we've begun our
you.
descent. We should be arriving in around 20 minutes, depending on local air traffic.
Lower
and
to
I will shortly be
you.
instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated, and you'll need to stay seated until after landing. On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now, as they will be closed during the approach. For now, though, I will wish you a very good evening once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while once we've landed.
I just got an achievement, yeah. Figured I had more than that. But whatever. I've been trying to figure out how to shut up these darn dings. I would love it. It's totally that setting, but I turned it off. And it's still playing. So I don't know. I have control.
You have control.
Go ahead and check in.
Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117, identified, resume on navigation. Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117, identified, resume on navigation.
Proceeding as filed, Swift Flight 117.
Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117, turn to heading 245.
No. Heading 245, Swift Flight 117.
Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117, cleared direct to Alpha Papa Charlie Oscar Tango
1011.
intersection. Turn to heading 085. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Cleared to Epcot, heading 085. Climb and maintain flight.
Quebec 117, cleared direct to Alpha Papa Charlie Oscar Tango intersection. Turn to heading 085. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
Cleared to Jakuka, flight level 350, Swift Flight 117.
117, clear Sierra Alpha, Romeo Golf Oscar 3 star, expect ILS, approach runway 27.
Clear for the Sierra Alpha Romeo Golf Oscar 3 arrival. ILS approach runway 27, Swift Flight 117. Changing it up on us. ILS approach runway 27.
Quebec 117, descend 1000, altimeter 30.55.
Descending 1000 feet, altimeter 3055, Swift Flight 117. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 900 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
VREF 144, minimums 1075 feet.
VREF 144. No DH set. Approach briefing.
You haven't done that yet. Go ahead and take a look at my approach briefing. Minimum 1075, final approach fix 2400. Missed approach altitude is 3000. Runway 27. 12,000 feet. We can go auto brake 2. Everything else is good.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 2,400 feet. Decision altitude is 1075 feet. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Wind shear has been reported. We will execute the wind shear escape maneuver if required. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set.
Must have left that in.
Totems have been reviewed.
It's my
Any
bad.
questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
No wind shear. Don't worry about that. 108.7. Course is 276. Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Transition set altimeter 3055.
Three 055 set passing 17,600. Now.
Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117.
Hi,
Sierra
Captain.
Alpha, Romeo,
How are
Oscar
things?
3 star.
All
Expect
good.
vectors with ILS.
Everything
Approach
is
runway
absolutely fine.
27.
Yes. Thanks for asking.
If you need anything
Clear for
more,
the
just give me a
Sargo
call.
3 arrival. ILS approach runway 27, Swift Flight 117. Thought I saw something that I wanted. Maybe not. Could be at 9,000.
Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117. Descend to 6,000.
Descending 6,000 feet, Swift Flight 117. Approach checklist.
Sierra Whiskey, Quebec 117.
Approach
Contact approach
checklist.
123.87.
3055 set. 123.87, Swift Flight 117. 3055 set.
3055 set. Approach checklist.
Swift Flight 117, 13,500 for 9,000.
SWQ 117. Clear via SAR Golf Oscar 3 arrival. Expect vectors to ILS at approach runway 27.
Clear for the Sargo 3 arrival. ILS approach runway 27, Swift Flight 117. Shelled at 3,500. I'm gonna put Cade in here. Cade can be at 5,000.
Cabin crew, prepare the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please do this by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
SWQ 117, descent to 2,000.
Level, 10,000.
Descending 2,000 feet, Swift Flight 117. I'm not taking her all the way to 2,000. You guys are crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright positions and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Okay. I wonder why my turnoff is not. Oh. Okay.
SWQ 117, turn to heading 080.
Heading 080, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ 117, turn to heading 075.
Heading 075, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ 117, turn to heading 070.
Heading 070, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ 117, turn to heading 060.
Heading 060, Swift Flight 117.
1,000 to level. Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
SWQ117, turn to heading 050.
Heading 050, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ117.
Sorry guys, I was pulling up
040.
flight control replay. Heading 040, Swift Flight 117. Oh, we don't want it over there.
SWQ117, turn to heading 025.
Heading 025, Swift Flight 117. Kind of had me worried there for a sec.
Approach
Flaps 1.
3568, passing 10,000 for 4,000.
3568, identified. Descent to 4,000.
Descending to 4,000. Brickyard 3568.
SWQ117, turn to heading 015.
Heading 015, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ117, turn to heading 010.
Heading 010, Swift Flight 117. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the ILS, my bad.
SWQ117, turn to heading 360.
Heading 360, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ117, turn to heading 345.
Heading 345, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ117, descent to 2,000.
No. Flaps 5.
Speed check. Flaps 5 set.
SWQ117, did you read?
Sending 2,000 feet, Swift Flight 117.
SWQ117, turn to heading 330.
Heading 330, Swift Flight 117. Caught me off guard there.
SWQ117. Clear direct JELDA. Turn left, heading 260.
Cleared to Gelda. Maintain present heading. Swift flight 117.
Cabin crew, please take seats for landing.
SWQ117. Did you copy? SWQ117. Turn left, heading 260. Cleared ILS. Approach runway 27.
Because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have dimmed the cabin lights ready for our arrival.
Left turn heading 260. Swift flight 117.
And they will be turned back on once we've arrived on the ground.
SWQ117. Cleared for final contact tower at the marker. Frequency is 133.32.
Clear final approach, runway 27, tower at the marker 133.32, Swift flight 117.
3568. Maintain present altitude.
Present altitude, Brickyard 3568.
SWQ117. Contact tower on 133.32.
Autopilot off.
133.32, Swift flight 117. Swift flight 117 on final, runway 27. No. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 40, green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Cleared.
Approaching 27.
Tower, Brickyard 3568 on final, requesting landing. Runway 27.
Brickyard 3568. Cleared land runway 27. Altimeter 30.55.
Cleared to land runway 27. Altimeter 30.55. Brickyard 3568.
Stable.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20, $10.
Speed brake up. Reversers normal. 60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties.
Okay to clean
We
up.
ask that you remain seated until the
Roger.
seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls, or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your self-loading cargo journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page.
Lights and doors.
Official self-loading cargo app.
Check.
Thank you.
Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check. Doors disarm, no APU. APU on the buses.
So I started watching The Sopranos. I'm going to try and get into it. Yes, go ahead and curse me all you want. I've never watched The Sopranos. And I've always been a big fan of Robert Eiler and Jamie Lee Sigler because of Your Mom's House. In case you guys have never heard of that, it's a podcast with one of my favorite comedians, Tom Segura, and his wife that they do together. It's a little company that they started, so they have now created a podcast with Robert Eiler and Jamie Lee Sigler called Not Today, Pal. So because of them, I've started watching The Sopranos.
6, center.
Even though Robert Eiler says he has never watched The Sopranos. So we'll see if I become addicted to it or not. Seems like a pretty good show so far. Let's see. Where do I want to go? that. There's some prime. 767. I think. Hey, is that a company? I think it is. I can't tell. I think that's a company, a Swift. It's another Swifty. Not even gonna ask about your kind of parking job there, buddy. I don't know.
Cabin crew, disarm the doors, please.
All right, guys, thank you for flying along with me.
Seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding, and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
Go ahead and get this jetway connected. Press ground power. And seatbelts off. Let's see how we did. My FS flight's got a 99.4. .5 departure, 99.9 on the en route, 98.8 on the arrival. Little high on the flare. Let's see, touchdown. It looks like I got touchdown. VSI was 392. Did good on the distance. All right, so we got that in the books. Ooh, I went down. I mean, of course, there's been new people. I haven't flown in a while. They've only got 2 flights. $98.37. My most current flights have been 99s. So I'll take that. Let's see on here. Looks like I did perfect again. So I will submit. So, bueno, everybody. Stick around for the replays, and we will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. Make sure to love each other and love yourselves. I'll see you guys in the next one.